Let's see if this is working. I've got a little wheel of fortune, and it's now live. This live stream is I'm doing it in the hostel, so you're going to see people coming in and out behind me. Don't worry about that. It's just going to add a little bit of excitement to what is about to become an announcement, which I will be making. Zook, let me see if I can move too bright. This will do. You're just going to see people coming in and out. Yeah, I'm in New Orleans still, and I've just been on the phone with my parents for about an hour. It's been really good. I've been talking about going home. Go home? Shouldn't I go home? Pros and cons. The change of plan, as you can probably tell from the little thumbnail thing I made. Do you like that? It's pretty cool. Yeah. This is the change of plan. It's sorry, slightly distracted. This is going to be the change of plan. I'm no longer planning to go back to the UK. I've made my decision, and I'm going to explain the reason going home, and I'm going to just let you know my thoughts, why I've decided not to go home, and why I'm going to keep going. I spend maybe once a week, twice a week, big long phone calls with my parents and friends and family quite frequently. So I've decided that I don't think I need to go home. I think the initial joy of seeing people will be replaced fairly quickly by like, oh, I wish I was back on the road, I was back out there. And right now, all I want to do is keep cycling. I don't want to stop. I don't want to go back to the UK particularly, other than to see some friends and family. So I've decided, I've made my decision, and I think I've been listening probably to a lot of other people and their opinions. And most people whose opinions I'm listening to probably haven't done this same journey, and they're not on the same. Most people wouldn't leave their home for 18 months and decide to do this. So it makes complete sense why most people would be like, yeah, go home, mate. That's the best thing to do. And I get it. When I spoke to my parents, I flipped a coin with my dad, and it landed on go home. And I was gutted. I was like, oh, I didn't want it to land on that. I wanted it to land on the other side, which was to keep going. So my mum, she feels the same. She's like, and I don't think they're just being supportive. I do genuinely think they're just like, yeah, I think you should do what makes you happy. And if you're happy, I'm happy. So for me, coming home, it isn't just for me. It was to come home for other people. But you know, the people we're going home for, they're not like in desperate need for me, because it's 2019 and I speak to them all the time. I'm on the phone with them, video calling. And yeah, so I feel like I've got momentum at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. The thought of having 3 weeks left on this continent before heading back, I'd be like, I think I'd be a bit gutted. So there we go. The change of plan for the 32 people currently in there. I'm going Mexico, baby. Woo! Let me have a look at the comments. Some guys, Zook is saying the change of plan. Brendan Sullivan, good afternoon. Walter Wild, there's nothing wrong with going home if you want to, mate. You can always keep exploring after. There isn't, and I am fully with you on that. I don't think there's anything wrong with either decision. I think if I went home, that's good. I think if I don't, it's also good. Oh yeah, I had a haircut yesterday. Forgot to mention that. Some of you may have seen my live stream yesterday. Some of you may not have done. But I decided to look not scruffy, basically. Just thought I'd look semi-presentable. The thing is, when I'm cycling, I don't really care about my hair because it's on under a helmet. But when I stop in a city, there's a lot of like reflective windows and stuff, and I see my own reflection, and I'm like, I need to get rid of that mop. So it's gone. Chris Williams, don't be bothering coming home. The weather's naff right now. That's a good reason not to come back. I do like the warm. Steve Cooper, hey mate, you're smashing it. Thank you. Dale Russell, yo all. Oh, Anson But when you flip a coin, you wanted an outcome, you already decided to keep going. So keep going. I think you're right, mate. It was that flip of the coin moment. I was in a Mackey's, McDonald's coin, George Washington or an eagle. And I was like, when it landed on home, genuinely was gutted. I was like, it's not what I wanted. I wanted to blame the coin for me to keep going. So that basically means I wanted to keep going. So you're right. Tony Tiger Taylor. I love that name, by the way, mate. That's such a good name. Cruising in here in Yorkshire, Adam. Mucky Bear. Woohoo! Mexico, here we come. Dale Russell. Me and my wife just caught up on all your vids. That's brilliant, Dale. Chris Williams. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. I say wherever my toothbrush is. Pretty much the same thing, isn't it? There's someone about my hair and helmet and heat. Yeah. Dave Sedgwick. Fair play, Adam. Just keep trundling. There's no hard and fast rules when touring or traveling. Cold here, nice and warm. William Goyette. How are you doing, my old mate? How's things, mate? How was France? You got to climb the wall to get to Mexico. It will be fun. So now I've decided, where am I going? I need to come up with a little bit of a plan. It's actually closer to the... So I'm going to stay in New Orleans until Thursday. And what day is it now? Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tuesday the 19th. So yeah, I think I'm going to head east. I need to get a map up. And I don't think I can share a map with you guys. If I could share my screen, that'd be really cool. I don't think I can do that. But basically, let me get a map. We'll do it revisionary, old school. Let's get Google my phone and we'll have a look. Here we go. I am in Louisiana, New Orleans, Houston, city. So I'm going to go across Louisiana. Does that work? There we go. Across Louisiana to Houston, which is in Texas. That'll be cool. There's a load of Louisiana, basically, I'm going to do. I really want to cycle the southwest of Louisiana. I want to see a lot of the Cajun culture, Creole, and try some different foods. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. People that have just come into the live stream, I'm going to Mexico. I've made my decision. I'm not going home. I had a long chat with my mum and dad, and I've decided, okay, let's go back to the map. Houston. I think I'm going to go to this border here. Begins with an L. It's called Laredo. So Laredo. So maybe follow the coast, maybe go through San Antonio to Laredo. And then from there, I'll decide what to do. But things I want to do, I want to go to Guadalajara in Mexico. I want to go to Mexico City. I want to spend a good amount of time there learning Espanol. A friend of mine called Anna back in Japan sent me this. She sent me this when I was in Alaska, Latin American Spanish book. So I'm on it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, good. There we go. So let's have a look at the comments. Russell, ever heard of the East Coast Greenway? 3,000-mile route from Maine to Florida. I haven't. Is that fully traffic free? Because that sounds really good. Gabrielle, hi Adam. Can you give us a general update on your status? Love from Israel. You are the best. Okay, so current update. In short, over the last few weeks, I've been umming and ahhing about whether I'm going to go back to the UK or not. I made my decision to go to the UK, was all set on it. And then as that is coming closer, the more I'm like, I don't actually want to finish cycling and go back to the UK and be in Europe and be off this continent. So I've decided today, having had a good, sorry, that sun is really bad. So I decided today, having had a good chat with my parents, that I'm going to go to Mexico. I'm not going back to the UK. I've been saying I'm going back to the UK for a little bit now, and so that's changed. Other Other update with me, I'm well, fit and healthy. I need to leave USA by the 12th of December. So I will be making my way to Mexico between now and then from New Orleans, where I am here. And the plan is just to keep heading south, just keep heading down as far as I can go. I have enough money in the bank, I think. I'm making money through Patreon, which is amazing. You guys that supporting me and allowing me to continue making these videos. And that's what I feel. I've just wrote a postcard today, which is going to be going to a guy called William Welsh. So there's not William's address, but a little message to William. And that's going to get posted. And yeah, people can, there's a video currently on Patreon for $4. You can watch all my videos early and get mentions in my videos if you fancy it. So that's supporting me. That's basically allowing me to continue. Without that, I would have to go home and I would have to work. So I kind of feel like I've built this momentum, and just to kind of go back to the UK and get a job, it's not really what I want to do right now at this moment. I'm still set and so much to see and so much of the world I want to continue to do. Further update, yeah, so I'm video-wise, because I make live videos and I make the edited videos. I've edited up to Oregon so far. That video will be coming out this weekend. And then from then on, I'm going to continue making my videos as I go down the coasts to San Francisco, California, Death Valley, Vegas, Mississippi, New Orleans, so on. So that's what I'm making now, and I'll be doing that today. I'm going to have a day computering, editing. And yeah, that is where I am at. Update status. I hope that kind of makes sense to everybody. Dave Richardson. Hello, mate. It's Big Si. Why are you changing it to Dave? Changed my name on Google, long story. I guarantee there's a woman involved. Bangkok tomorrow, baby. Yes, Big Si. Patricia Gardner. Me and my hubby love your vids. We'll be following you wherever you go. Mexico, here we come. Yes. Oh, it's the thing that excites me the most. If I look at these two words, do you know what? This is always going to be home. It's always there. It's not going anywhere. My family is still there. They're supporting me, and I see them more now than I did when I had a job and I lived in the UK. So I ring them all the time. So I kind of feel like just changing my life and doing this journey, I'm closer to my family now than I ever have been. So I don't feel like I've drifted away. I think one thing that wanted me to go home was the idea of kind of just maybe earning some money and stuff like that. You know, the comforts of home draw you, and there are comforts when you're stopped still and you've got a bed and a fridge and stuff, but it doesn't last long, I don't think. I think I'd be biting to get back on it. Brian Deneen, wow. Dale Russell, my bike was covered in mud from the floods in Rotherham. It's really sad to hear about the floods, mate. So Mexico's a top idea. Oh, just seen a super chat coming. Kentucky Classroom, keep following the dream, mate. Kentucky Classroom, you are an absolute legend. Thank you so much. You support me quite frequently, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Do you know that makes such a big difference to this as well? That's like, this hostel's $20 a night. It's the first time I've paid for a hostel in a long time. So yeah, it's kind of like you've just basically paid for my last 2 nights and a bit. Brilliant. Thank you, Kentucky Classroom. I appreciate that. Let's have a look at the comments. You wonderful people in the live chat, by the way. Love this. This is why I love doing these live videos. If it was just me telling you, it'd be boring, I think. Lucian Dusa, hello there. Lucian Dusa, hello there from Romania. Nice to have you in, Lucian, as always. Brendan Sullivan, East Coast Greenway is not 100% complete, but a good portion of the parts are complete are car-free. Sounds lovely. Rotherham in England. I've seen a lot of that in the news. I worked on the floods in 2016. I think 16 in Yorkshire and York, and was like part of that, the army team that was helping people out, like old people get out of the houses and help fill sandbags and stuff. So I get it, mate, and it's tough, it's horrible. But yeah, this is bad. Hope it gets better soon, obviously. Alan Spencer's parents must be so relieved. They never wanted to put you up for Christmas. You know what? My mum's like, there's not much room here on the couch. But I'm like, nah, either way. The thing is with them, they're just happy as long as I'm happy. And that's all that matters. Mark Holasek, hello from Minnesota. Lovely to have you. There's a postcard in the post to you, Mark. I sent that a couple of days ago. Maybe you've got it already, maybe not. But lovely to have you in here from Minnesota. A few other people. Paul Robinson, hi Adam. How is the current drone doing? Not been on any ferries lately. The current drone is all right. It's not, you know, when the drone I lost on the ferry was really bloody good. Really good. The Mavic Pro 2. Going from that to a Spark, it's like going from a Lamborghini to a Renault Clio. They both do the same job and they get to A to B. But yeah, it's trying to keep moving. My laptop's right in the sun here.
Hey, bye.
There you go. All right, Lucian Dutu, we've been with you in Asia, North America. We'll go south, no problem. Lynn, yes, I've decided not to come back to England for Christmas. Just been on the phone. Let me just get my laptop still. Are we good? We're good. Yeah, I've decided not to come back. So this is family I'm now talking to. So yeah, I'm going to leave this one short because I did an hour and 10 minutes on the live stream yesterday. This was literally an announcement and short and sharp. Mexico, here we come. Come on. I'm happy I've made the decision. I'm not going to go back on it. One thing I'm getting fed up with myself is I keep going back and forth on decisions. And Richard Polydor, do whatever it takes to be happy. One thing that I think is like a sign, one thing that makes you happy is doing the things you don't want to do as little as you can. So for me, that's sitting in a desk doing work for someone I don't care about, or something like that. Don't really care about that. I like working with people. I like creating. I like that creative side of it. So yeah, for me, doing the things you don't want to do as little as you can makes you happy. And I love riding my bike. I love meeting people. I love filming things. I love the food. So yeah, that's the plan. Lucy, is the bike still going strong? Bike is going really strong. Hello from Atlanta, Georgia. I would love to have gone to Atlanta, and it won't be happening now. So I'm going to be heading west. Oh, the Christmas present. That's really, thank you. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Just read that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's a big decision for me to make, but really, I'm just sticking to the original plan. And I've had these little wavering moments, and that's part of it. Right, I am going to call this to an end because I wanted this one to be short. So 20 minutes is good. Thank you all for coming in. Decision made. It's on. Right. I also, just before I do end this, before I end it, I want to say thank you to Kentucky Classroom one more time. You, my friend, are an absolute hero. Wasn't expecting a super chat there, but Mexico's on. Hope you enjoyed that little update, and I'll speak to you all soon. Farewell. To the next one.